All right, welcome. Boy, I was looking at my hair. I need a haircut really bad. It's been like since October. It's January, middle of January now. Yeah, time for a haircut. But anyway, I look like Mark Ruffalo, that douchebag. So, like, you know, he doesn't fix his hair, kind of like mine. But yeah, that's not a good look. Come on, Buck. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this hopefully today. So, but yeah, I'm home. I'm home. I've been gone a lot, been working a lot. Not gonna be home long. Just wanted to do a quick video just to, I don't even have anything to update y'all on. The car is still, I believe, if you're watching this channel, you probably are aware of this car, and that's what it looks like right now. That's about it. New radiator support. Kind of rebuilding this area to put my cowl on. I've got a lot of work to do underneath. Gonna clean and paint and fix some floorboards where the guy didn't fix, and I gotta get a new torque box because for some reason I have one on the driver's side but not on the passenger side, which I don't know. Y'all tell me, is that a Mustang thing? It was a 6-cylinder car, but I thought I read that the 67s had torque boxes in them, whether they're V8 or not. And the 65 and 66 didn't, is what I thought I knew. But this car does not have one on the driver's side and passenger side. And it doesn't look like, you can see it there, there's no torque box. And it doesn't look like it was taken out. So it looks like the original, I don't know. It's very confounding, I think. Confusing. I don't know. I don't even know if confounding is the right word. I just sounded smart, so I said it. Very confusing. Anyway, enough about that. I'm home. It's Wednesday. I got home late last night, and I'm only going to be home till I got to leave Sunday, basically, and I'll be gone for 4 freaking weeks again. And then hopefully I'll have 2 weeks off after that. We're supposed to be like scheduled, but my job's been so busy. They've been calling guys in on scheduled days off, and it's kind of like one of those things. It's terrible. It sucks when it happens like this, but you know it's not going to last, and the opposite will probably be true 6 months from now, a year from now, and we'll be sitting at home too much, kind of like I have been past couple of years. That's my life. Been my life for about 15, 16 years. So feast or famine, right? And you just gotta suck it up sometimes. Both ways. Suck it up not making any money, and suck it up working too much and making, it's plenty of money. So it is nice to have the money, but it's like gotta be home to enjoy it at some point. But it'll happen. I know it'll roll back around. It always does. And it just always sucks going through this where they lay people off. This is just my industry. They lay too many people off. Then we don't have enough people to cover the jobs. And so the guys that are still left are just working nonstop. And then you know how corporations are. They make stupid rules like, well, if you lay somebody off, you can't hire them back for a year or whatever. And even if you like really, really need them, and so they'll hire like contract hand that's not worth the shit, or some young people that don't know what they're doing that you got to train. Just typical stupid corporate bullshit. One of my dogs, they're happy I'm home, ready to, they go walk around shit in the neighbor's yard or something. I don't know. No, I don't think they do that actually, but they do go walk around the neighborhood a little bit. So they always come back. I don't worry about them. So, but yeah, that's it. I'm just talking. Don't have much to say. Probably almost 100% not going to get to work on cars this week. My next thing I was going to do was change the windshield in the Thunderbird. But I have a huge project, not huge, but big project in this office. Y'all probably seen me walk through it before, and it looks like a tornado went off through there. My wife's got project stuff she does, and the room's just gotten out of control. We have an old laser that doesn't work. It's a piece of shit. Spent way too much money on. Yeah, not happy with that. I mean, we've had it for probably 3 years, but it basically hasn't worked the last year, and there's no support from the company because I guess they're not a company anymore. So, well, it's quite confounding. Yeah, that project, I got to remove a big ass desk. We're trying to make more room in there, trying to organize in there. So I'm removing this big ass office desk we have, and we're putting a newer, kind of a little more sleek, take up less footprint type of desk for my wife to work at, because she does do at home. She works in an office, but she has to come home and do work sometimes also. So that's where she works. So got to get that set up. And like I said, it's Wednesday. Oh, we're going to buy RX-8 this weekend, probably Friday or Saturday. So I'm stepping off into the Mazda rotary engine world. So it has been rebuilt, and that's my nephew's car. His father-in-law bought it for my nephew's fiance, and it's got some issues, but the good thing is the engine has been freshly rebuilt and basically has like 0 miles since it's been rebuilt. So his father-in-law paid, when he bought the car, he paid to have the engine rebuilt because, they go bad 80,000 miles or whatever. And so that's going to be Riot's car while we do this. So that is the plan. Figured little rear wheel drive, not a lot of horsepower, but enough. Maybe get them a smaller car, let them get kind of used to driving something. I know the Camry has been great for Carly to learn to drive in. A small car, it's like driving a go-kart. I don't know if y'all have ever driven a 99 Camry, and it's got a V6 in it. I don't know where they are, 200 horsepower maybe, 220, something like that. It got a little pickup for a little car, but it's like you can almost look over the hood and see the ground. It really is like driving a freaking golf cart. But I love it. It's a great car. Good car for kids to learn to drive in. See everything, no blind spots. It's just a really good car to drive. It really is. And it's been good and dependable. So yeah, I changed struts in it and had the power steering leak, and that's the only issues I've had with it. So and the strut, I could have left the strut alone, but it was thumping. So anyway, fix that. Y'all see it. Y'all see what's going on. Just a lot of work. This is one of those things when I'm unloading the office. You see, so my garage is going to be full. I am going to try to get the Thunderbird in here before I leave, so it'll quit getting wet on the inside because the windshield's leaking. And when I come home next time, that is going to be the first project, fix a windshield. I do have a seal that you can kind of see it under that welding hood there, rolled up under there. Come with the weather stripping kit that I bought from Bird's Nest, right? So have it, might as well put it in, I don't know. I am debating on, I may go ahead and do some things to the car, take the dash out. I need the vent, one of the defroster vents, the ear broke on it and it's like hanging loose, so it's not blowing good on that side of the car. I got to get a heater core valve because the vacuum system, the switch and the control, for whatever reason, that one is not working. And even though everything's holding pressure, that heater control valve just doesn't work. So I'm gonna put a manual in it, open it in the winter, close it in the summer for now. And I think I'm to do the windshield, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the dash out. That's why I'm saying that. Fix that vent. I'm probably gonna go ahead and buy my fresh air cable that's broke, that I never bought and didn't replace, because when it's cold and you're driving down the road, it sucks having that vent open on your feet, basically. It's not much fun. So gonna fix that while I got it out. There's some other little things I was gonna do. Well, I think while I got it out and I had the plenum there, I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out what's going on with that AC compressor switch. I know that I checked the vacuum canister and the switch actually opens and closes, but for some reason don't get electrical current through it, or it's not firing the compressor. So I'm gonna go ahead and run that trap, I think. Yeah, I was watching a channel, Tony D'Angelo. That's not the name of the channel. It's what's the name of that channel? I watch it all the time. It's like, anyway, I'll put a big yellow letters for what it's called. Y'all probably know if y'all watch car stuff. He's actually good at this and has lots of subscribers. So, but he was talking about his Dodge Dart that he's working on, and he said he's gonna, and it made me feel better, I guess, where I'm going with this, because he said, like, I'm gonna do something I don't ever do or don't like doing, and that's finish a car. He mentioned working on these cars, you have to drive them to actually finish them. You have to drive them in the winter. You got to drive them in the summer. You got to drive them long distance. You got to drive them short distance. You got to just be in them to know what needs to be fixed. And I guess when I heard that, I was like, that's basically where I'm at with the Thunderbird. And then you can make those choices of what is necessary, what is a want to more than a need to, you could just like, it'll be okay. Like the windshield, that I would say is necessary, but if we had a garage, or if you had a garage, really wouldn't be necessary. You could just leave it inside, don't drive it when it's pouring down rain. It would be fine in a drizzle or whatever, or trip home through the rain. But yeah, you don't want to do what I'm doing and leave it out in the driveway. Some paint things that I have to get fixed. The AC we could live without, but it would be nice to have, and I never really have. I just kind of put everything back together, and I never really have. I did try to fire the compressor once I hooked everything up, didn't work. So while I got the dash out, I could play with that, see if I can get it going, and then maybe try to charge it and see what happens. It might work. So the heater, that's definitely something I need to fix. The fresh air vents, definitely something I need to fix. The defroster vents, definitely something I need to fix. Because that's, the defroster especially, that's getting into like usability of the car. Like you kind of need that. Going down the road and the window starts fogging up, or in the morning, you got frost on your windshield, need it to defrost. Kind of need that shit to work. So, I mean, yes, you can get around it, but it's there for a reason. So, yeah, that's it. That's kind of what I'm planning on doing. So there will be more Thunderbird footage down the road. I will show the windshield replacement, show y'all what I'm doing, and probably we'll touch on the air conditioner stuff if I figure it out. Probably the heater core stuff. Just, I'll bring you in along the way. I did think about that, the vents, the defrost vents themselves, the one that's broken. I was thinking about looking into 3D printing one of those. I don't know. I mean, that's opening a can of worms, and like we are running out of room for project stuff. But my wife did bring up that she would like a 3D printer, and kind of like I was thinking the same thing because of this, that I could do some stuff with it. And yeah, I don't know. Might be something we get into. I have bought one before, a little cheap one, just to play with, and yeah, I don't know. I could do it. I used to do 3D modeling, like for money. Maybe it's like what I did long time ago, 20 years ago. But I'm sure if I could do it then, I could do it now. Things only get easier, right? So shouldn't be a problem. But yep, let me get back to work. I gotta go get Riot in a minute. The soon-to-be RX-8 owner, Riot. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be a fun car. I do think it'll be a good. I will be able to do some projects with it. It's pretty fun little car. It's not a standard. It's automatic, which I'm a little disappointed in. I know, yeah, the standard I think is more sought after. RX-8 automatics are kind of, but the car's cheap, real cheap. Yeah, it is what it is, right? All right, let me let y'all go. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.